and see. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sydney if you're new here, and currently we're going through a 52 weeks of baking series. Welcome to week 6, where we're going to Japan. We're going to be putting a Japanese twist on a classic Italian dessert. We're going to be making matcha tiramisu. So come along with me as we give this a shot. So to get the matcha tiramisu started, we've got a pot with about 1 inch of water in it, boiling over on the stove. We're gonna combine some sugar and egg yolks here, and then we're gonna go put that over like a double boiler situation. Just 70 grams of sugar. And then we just need 3 egg yolks only. I like to keep the egg whites because you never know when you might need some extras. These would be great for certain cakes like angel food cake or making macarons. And eggs are expensive right now. You can't waste nothing. We've got our eggs and sugar, so we're gonna move to the double boiler. And now that it's already boiling, we're gonna turn this off and just sit this on top and whisk together the egg yolk and the sugar. And you wanna whisk this till it's pale in color. It's a little deeper of a yellow right now. This is about the color we want. And now we're going to immediately add the mascarpone. Mascarpone is like cousins with cream cheese. It's cream cheese cousin. Not working in my favor. I feel like I wanted to do that a little differently. Maybe whip the mascarpone by itself and then fold it into this, because now I'm gonna have to beat the shit out of this mixture so that there aren't any lumps. I was being dramatic. There's no lumps. Okay, we've got this all mixed together. We're gonna set this aside and make a matcha mixture with the heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna add my heavy whipping cream to my bowl first and then whip that up to give it some air before adding in the matcha. It's about to get messy. It's messy making whipped cream, and I'm not using my stand mixer. What do I say? If you don't make a mess, it doesn't taste good. Now that our whipped cream is halfway to the consistency we need, I'm gonna add the matcha powder. And I didn't wanna add this at the beginning because I find that heavy whipping cream can be difficult to use sometimes, and if you add anything to it before mixing, it won't whip up the right way. You also might be wondering why I'm not using a whisk attachment on my mixer, and that's because it broke and I no longer have one. This way works just fine. It's just a little messy sometimes. We're going to sift the matcha powder into this mixture so there's no lumps. Then we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, homemade vanilla. If you're not making your own, it's super easy. You just need some fresh vanilla beans and a big bottle of vodka. So now we're going to take the matcha whipped cream mixture and fold it into the mascarpone mixture. Fold the cheese, David. You know where that's from? Schitt's Creek. Just fold the cheese. Now we're gonna make our matcha soak for our lady fingers. I'm gonna use this shallow bowl so that I'm able to use as much of the soak that I can. So we're gonna mix together some more matcha powder. Use the rest of it. 1 tablespoon of sugar and then some hot water. I'm gonna use our coffee frother for this, or should I? Maybe not. I'm moving it to this cup just to mix so that I can use the coffee frother so I don't make another mess in this kitchen. When I worked at Starbucks, matcha was the most difficult to make, not because it was hard, but I feel like it was wrong to not mix the drinks right for the customers, and that you would like leave matcha lumps in their drink if you didn't make it right. Now we've got our lady fingers. We're gonna dip these, just a quick like front and back dip into the matcha soak, and then we're gonna layer it into the bottom of our pan. Typically I'd make lady fingers from scratch, but I did not have time yesterday, and when you do that, they need to sit overnight. So we got our lady fingers. We're gonna do a quick dip one side and the other. And you don't want to soak the lady fingers in the matcha soak for too long. This is for regular tiramisu or this one, because then they'll get too soggy because they're also gonna be sitting underneath that mascarpone layer overnight. Typically, traditional tiramisu, or what makes a tiramisu, is coffee. So I don't know if I technically am allowed to call this a tiramisu, but matcha has caffeine, so there we go. I got my offset spatula. We're going to smooth out a good helping of that mascarpone matcha mixture on top of these lady fingers. And then we'll add another layer of lady fingers and mascarpone. And we'll add another layer. Now we're going to take the last bit of this bad boy and add it to the top of those lady fingers. All right, she's all smoothed out. We're going to pop this in the fridge for 4 hours at least, but it's gonna be too late by then, so we'll check it out tomorrow and see how it looks. So we're back to get this out of the fridge. It's been sitting overnight. We're going to dust the top with a little bit of matcha, and then we're gonna give it a taste test and serve. I ran out of matcha, just enough. Time to try our finished product. It's really good. It's not too sweet. If you like green tea lattes, this dessert is definitely for you.